Let's get right into the video.
Seed oils like canola, soybean, and sunflower face a lot of criticism
As they should.
online.
Seed oils silently poisoning us?
But science tells a different story, and there's a new chapter. Despite claims that seed or plant-based oils are toxic and cause everything from headaches and weight gain to inflammation, a new study of over 220,000 people across 33 years shows seed or plant-based oils are linked to better.
That is just a horrible take. So actually, I looked at the study that she's referencing and I found it was an observational study, which means they're asking participants what they had to eat even from a year prior. So I personally can't remember what I had a year ago for breakfast, but the study says so, so it must be right. It's also who is eating vegetable oil over butter in 2025 when this came out. People who are already health conscious are looking for that little healthy label. And so these healthy people, they tend to exercise more and smoke less. So you already have these healthy people in the study. So this is really showing that they're looking more at different lifestyles rather than the seed oils they're consuming.
Health. Swapping out butter and animal fats can significantly lower your risk of early death.
I think this study should influence people's behaviors.
Okay, cool. Glad we checked.
The study found eating around 2.5 to 3 teaspoons of butter daily increases your risk of dying from any cause by 15%.
That's just horrible. See, they're really like trying to scare people here, but this is a relative increase of 15%. Which means, say you have a 1% chance of dying every day. If it is relatively increased by 15%, it goes to 1.15%, which is not a big jump. To really put that into comparison, you have smoking, which increases your chance of lung cancer by 12,000%. So yeah, let's avoid these rounding errors, guys.
Compared to consuming little to no butter.
This is exactly what it's telling us, is if you have a choice based on the cooking style you're doing, go with the vegetable oils instead of the butter.
Please don't, guys.
But what about those dramatic health claims, like concerns over toxic chemicals? Food scientists say while manufacturing processes do involve heat and chemicals like hexane, studies suggest trace amounts aren't harmful.
That's great. I'm glad we checked with that. So trace amounts of hexane aren't harmful. Nice.
The real issue with seed oils is when they are reused repeatedly, like in restaurant deep fry.
So this is true, but it's also very misleading. You have, so what happens when linoleic acids, like seed oils, are heated up is they're oxidized. So you're heating them up. You're heating them up. Doesn't matter if that's going to be a deep fryer or your pan, you're still heating up these seed oils and you're still causing that 4-HNE compound to be released, etc. They kind of put it and frame it in a way that it's like, oh, if you just heat it up once, it's not going to be as bad. It's definitely true that it's not going to be as bad as doing it multiple times, but it still has really awful effects.
To make fatty foods. And what about weight gain?
Seed oils are often present in ultra-processed foods.
It's true.
When we overeat ultra-processed foods, we tend to gain more weight.
Finally, do seed oils cause inflammation because they're high in omega-6 fats like linoleic acid?
All the human research to date indicates the exact opposite.
Okay, that's great. I could really tell she's an avid seed oil enjoyer. And also not a single chemical mechanism explained behind her reasoning of that. So I will do that. 50 to 70% of seed oil's compound is linoleic acid, which is a super unstable fat made a lot out of these double bonds. When it's heated up, they break. And that produces a compound called 4-HNE, which I was talking about before. That 4-HNE oxidizes LDL, which produces plaque in your arteries. So that's super nice. So what they pretty much did here is they measured how much linoleic acid is in blood and then concluded calling it safe rather than looking at the oxidation, which is different from the oxidized breakdown of these linoleic acids. And different from plaque in your arteries. Didn't mention the 4-HNE ones, which is the main chemical factor of the seed oil problem.
Bottom line, plant-based vegetable or seed oils aren't villains. They
They
can
are.
be a healthier choice, along with reducing your intake of processed foods overall.
So that was really awful. That's really one of the worst videos I've ever seen, especially because this is coming from CBC, telling millions of people this. Sounds like a great study, you know, 220,000 people, 33 years. Sounds very convincing. I just love how they couldn't mention a single chemical, anything chemical this entire time, anything that's actually happening inside the body. But we know how the media is with people's health. So I think that's all. Hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.